The thing that keeps the door locked. You know, I'm pretty sure I've made this joke earlier in the series, but I'm pretty sure that's called a lock, Sigma. It says lock. Okay, I'm gonna put the key in. You ready? I keep telling you, you don't have to ask every single... I'm not asking you. I'm asking Luna. I'm ready. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. I understand Fi's point, but yeah, I mean, it's nice of him to be nice to Luna, I guess. Also, while we're moving, hey there guys, my name is Nix and welcome back to Virtue's Last Reward. Another elevator, huh?
Do you think it works?
Dunno. Only way to find out, though.
Hey, someone's coming.
Again with the whiplash. Jesus Christ, Sigma. Looks like Alice, Clover, and Kay. Oh, and these three assholes. There's no... I feel like there's no need to run at this point in the game. What's going on here?
We ran into them a little bit ago.
Ran into or ran away from?
Well, not literally, of course.
I don't know. With a prowl like that, I imagine you run into a lot of things.
I assume he means her fringe.
Let me see the map.
Oh, sure. So they go through there, and then the others come through the bottom. We've seen this all before. That's kind of a problem I have. It's like, yeah, we see all this stuff that we have to keep watching because, you know, you can only vary from the timeline so much. Ah, I get it. All 3 routes end up here.
That's the same as the map we found in the infirmary.
Infirmary?
Oh, we found a map like that too. Ours was in the crew quarters.
That's so. We found ours in the lounge.
Maybe we should sit down for a bit and exchange information.
No, there's plenty of time for that after we check out this elevator.
You seem very gung-ho about this, Fi. You know, I'm still trying to figure out which one of these people could be, the terrorist that wants to poison the planet. I need more information on Dio and Kay before I make a decision.
Oh, this is just like the other floor.
These doors have colors on them too.
Also, I don't know anything about Luna, and I have a horrible feeling it's her.
The one on the left is green. The one in the middle is blue. And the one on the right is red.
I'm basing that off of Luna and... not Luna. Clover and Alice are agents that know about this that have been sent there. Assuming they're telling the truth, which, to be fair, I've played the last Nona game, so I'd believe them. Luna knows about Radical 6. That's my only evidence that I have to support this theory.
Are these chromatic doors?
I don't think Quark could engineer a bioweapon.
Look, there's a box here. It looks like the ones we saw earlier.
Lock. Huh. Yeah, won't budge. While I'm speaking about the people here, you mentioned, I initially brought up a couple episodes ago that I thought either Temyoji would either be Santa or Junpei. And then you reminded me, Santa disappeared with a Akane at the end of 999, so why would he need to look for her? To which, okay, he's probably an old Junpei.
Yeah, just like the other doors.
I don't picture Junpei being a terrorist.
No good trying to force it open, I suppose.
Is something wrong, Alice? You've been staring at your bracelet.
That's the only evidence I have for that as well.
Oh, no, I'm fine. But it looks like my guess was right. The numbers have changed.
Numbers? Oh, yeah, the time left. Looks like 2 hours. 6 minutes.
Ah, for fuck's sake. You telling me we're gonna have to just sit around here for another 2 hours?
Looks like we don't have a choice then. We gotta head back. Quark, why don't you show them that note we found?
Sure.
Oh? Did it say something like supplementary rules? Because if it did, we have one too. We found ours in the infirmary.
Yeah, we found one too. It was in the safe in the lounge. Oh god, I'm not. Can we move on with the rabbit puns, please? Yeah. If that's true, then we can all go back the way we came and get into the warehouse.
I don't think Zero's saying we can. I think he's saying we have to. Otherwise, what's the point of that key card?
You mean this? The ambidex room key.
We found some too.
That makes 6 then. One for each AB room.
Let's head back to the warehouse.
So when Zero says jump, we say how high, huh?
Also, like, can we not find a dead person this time?
If you don't like it, stay here. Stupid angry mutt watching the door sounds about right.
Asshole. Better hope I don't have rabies, you self-satisfied old turd.
Oh yeah, he's their opponent this match, isn't he?
Well, what's it going to be? Are you going to go back with us? Or are you staying here by yourself?
Alright, fine. I'm going.
Also, like, I'm just reflecting on, like, the choice I'm about to make. Because, well, because I'm doing this systematically, I'm gonna pick Ally anyway. I'm just debating, like, if it's gonna do the same. Because Luna is, like, just a, I was not gonna say a chill person, a very trusting person. And I don't know whether she'd ally or whether she'd...
So, this is the lounge.
Whether she'd ally either way or whatever.
It would seem Zero's notes were telling the truth. Getting back here was easy enough.
That means we could all go visit the infirmary too.
Or the crew quarters.
Hey, Grandpa, check this out. It's some of your favorite scotch.
Oh. Tempting. I don't really think now's the time.
Whoa, hold on. Grandpa? Since when were they buddies? Or have they always been that close? In other words, they'd known each other before the nonary game. And if Quark was calling Tenmyoji Grandpa, maybe they were even related. Now, Sigma, we've been through this. Tenmyoji found Quark as a baby. Alice and Clover seem to be close too. Just how many of these people knew each other already?
Let's go, buddy. As soon as we get out of here, I can drink all the scotch I want.
Damn right!
You can drink all the root beer floats you can stomach.
Ah, that's a nice little reference.
What? You're gonna get me a root beer float? But are you sure? Do you have enough money?
Oh, ye of little faith. I found an old factory full of rare earth metals the other day.
I feel like if I'd have come this way, I'd have been very confused. However, now that I know that for some reason outside there's a post-apocalyptic scenario going on, I feel like we're fine. Oh, that's the wrong way to phrase that, probably. Apocalypse happened. All's good. Tenmyoji's making a living. Oh, shut the fuck up. Why am I never pictured in these?
Namely, how do you get more BP?
Do I exist? Am I real? Because this franchise, I wouldn't put anything past it. I'm the Akane of this game, fuck it. At the end of this, I'm just gonna disappear and, like, nothing's gonna matter, really. Unless you go the correct route. Kate, Quark, and myself each gave one card to Luna, Alice, and Tenmyoji. Then we headed into the AB rooms. There wasn't really any discussion on who'd go to which door, and Fi and I found ourselves heading for the leftmost one. Well, this is the same as the middle path. Looks like everybody else has gone in already. Think we should head into?
Why are you asking me? Just hurry up and get in there.
Okay. No dead person.
An ambidex gate has been opened.
You're a bit late, announcer.
45 minutes remain until ambidex game polling closes.
What? This game's got a time limit too? Oh good, she is here. What? 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 Ah, hi Connie, I missed you. Please get off the floor.
Fuck if I know. Look, it doesn't matter who she is. Just get everybody over here.
So that's 2 out of 3 timelines she's here. Yeah, right. Hey, guys, get over here. We found a dead person again. We found someone. There's a lady over here. She's unconscious. Sorry, I mean, the first time, this was serious. The second time, it's a piss take. That's how it always is with me. I didn't wait for a response. We turned around and followed Fi into the room. We knelt down next to the woman and turned her over as gently as we could manage. All that greeted us was... blood. She's covered in blood. I leaned down to listen to her mouth. Nothing. No breath. Shaking hands, I felt her against her neck for a pulse. No movement, just cold skin.
What the hell were you yelling at? What's going on here?
Is she?
Quark, don't look. Somebody get Quark out of here.
Okay. Come on, Quark.
Then she's...
Yeah. She's not breathing and I can't find a pulse. Her body's already cold, so I'm guessing she was murdered a while ago.
Murdered?
Well, actually, now that I think about it, this could have been Radical 6. Does this look like an accident or suicide to you? I mean, oh.
Looks like she was stabbed. Don't see a weapon around here, though. That means either the killer took it with them, or it was part of them.
Part of them?
Got some killer heels, Clover, probably.
Well, if someone was strong enough and they had metal hands, then they might be able to stab someone in the heart.
What are you suggesting?
It's just a joke. Don't take it so seriously. Whatever. If we examine the wound, we'll probably get a better idea of what the weapon was. Let's get her to the infirmary. She might be old, but she's still a woman. If we're going to do an autopsy, she should have some privacy. Come on, boys, let's go.
I want a description of what stabbed her again. I just want to see if I can connect that together in my head. That, and I can't remember if we said something previously. I think I've only seen this scene once. D-OK, and I gingerly lifted the woman up and carried her to the infirmary. Perhaps he just didn't consider himself one of the boys, or maybe it was something else. But whatever the reason, Temioji only stared. His whole body was rigid, like a rope pulled almost to its breaking point, but it was his eyes that caught my attention. He wasn't staring at us. Not quite. It's more like he was staring toward us, a smouldering spark of something burning slightly behind his gaze. It wasn't until we were almost in the infirmary that I realized Temioji hadn't spoken a single word since the moment we'd found the body. I turned and looked back at him. He was following us at a distance, his breathing heavy and labored, and his movements slow and shuffling, as if his body was suddenly made of lead. Yeah, okay, I feel like Tenmyoji is the Junpei of old. It would only make... Well, I mean, yeah, he has the picture of Akane and all that. Woman's body was surprisingly light. Carrying her almost felt like carrying an old, dry piece of wood. We set her down carefully in the infirmary bed, as if we were afraid she might break. She looks so peaceful. Almost like she's just going to wake up at any minute now.
Maybe she didn't suffer much when she died.
We can hope. Let's hope so. Maybe she was in one of the cryo... No, why was she...
Anyway,
I'm gonna say that would be why it looks like she's sleeping. If she sort of went into the cold sleep, but then, like, she was, I don't know, stabbed there or something.
I feel a little bad about doing this, but I think we need to examine her.
You mean like an autopsy or something?
I'm just going to have a look at the wound. If we had a coroner, then it would be a different story, but... What?
I have a medical license.
You're a nurse?
No.
You're a doctor.
Well, I'm not exactly a coroner.
Interesting. I guess you really can't judge a book by its cover, can you?
What do you do, Luna? We've never established this.
Sorry.
Also, how old is Luna meant to be?
You don't need to apologize.
Are you really going to perform an autopsy?
Oh, I won't really be doing it. I think that machine over there is a medical scanner. It's called an ATOM. It uses nuclear magnetic resonance imaging to examine and diagnose people.
Ah, yes, I remember.
Oh yeah? And just how the hell do you remember that?
Because Alice, Clover, and I examined this entire room.
So you think you can use it to perform some kind of autopsy?
Yes, I think I should be able to manage that.
Luna ran the scanner over the body, then turned back to the terminal. The display filled up with text, most of it rather technical. Sex female, estimated age 65 to 75, diagnosis deceased, cause of death, exsanguination, estimated time to death 3 to 4 hours. Damage trajectory, weapon entered through fourth intercostal, piercing heart. Clean, continuous, 1 sharp, 1 blunt. 150 mil, 30 mil, 3 mil wide. Sharp, single-bladed instrument. Huh. Yeah, I don't really get it. What's it mean by instrument? Sigma, you never cease to amaze me. She's stabbed with a clarinet or something. Why is this?
It means a tool of some sort.
Why is this man the protagonist of our game?
A knife, probably.
In other words, she was stabbed in the heart, right?
So it won't be the scalpel.
Yes.
Well, I suppose that clears me of suspicion.
Sorry, but no.
Why? Please, don't tell me you think my hand can somehow turn into a knife.
I told you that was a joke.
Then why am I still a suspect?
We found the old lady in one of the AB rooms, specifically the one farthest to the left. Before we went in there, only 2 other people had been in that room. You and Clover. Only one of you was conscious.
Fi, please, stop joking around. I assure you, there was no one else in that room besides Clover when I woke up. She must have been put there later.
But the door was locked, right? I don't think anyone could have gotten in without the key.
Perhaps, but there was a hatch on the ceiling, remember?
Yes, there was. But Zero said he locked all the hatches.
Well, if he was telling the truth, nobody could have gotten in there after you 2 left. Which means...
You fucking bastard! Why'd you kill her, Kay? I knew it. You're him, aren't you? You're the real Zero.
Nah, that would be... He seems too tall to be Santa.
Wait a minute, please. Just calm down. You aren't making sense. Let's suppose I am Zero. Why would I do something that would obviously cast suspicion on me?
Well, because you figured we'd think that. And you'd throw us off the trail by doing the exact opposite.
That's not a logical argument. Still, you do have at least half a point. Your argument doesn't confirm my guilt, but it does show us where we should be looking. The real Zero. The person who brought us here is likely the person who murdered that woman. Doesn't that seem like the most reasonable answer?
I guess. Yeah, that makes sense. If Zero was the murderer, then they could open anything they wanted to. I mean, didn't Zero say something about that?
I live in the master computer. That means all the electronic doors in this whole warren are under my control.
Exactly. Also, consider this. If the murderer isn't Zero, why would the AI Zero stay silent? He told us that his job was to make sure the game ran smoothly, but now the unexpected has happened, and he says nothing. Why would he do that? If he can see everything we do, then he must know who killed the old woman. So why has he kept his silence? The answer is simple. The murderer is Zero, or rather Zero Senior, I suppose you could say. He likely ordered Zero Junior, the AI, to keep his identity hidden. If Zero Junior told us about the murder, then Zero Senior's identity would be compromised. There is something else to consider as well. Perhaps this murder was not unexpected. Zero Senior murdered her, just as planned. Death is only another part of the game.
Killing someone is just a part of the game to him?
Well, there's no way to know for sure, but I would assume so.
Ten minutes remain until ambidex game polling closes. All players, please enter your votes. If no vote is recorded before the deadline has passed, any non-voting parties will automatically ally.
Whoa, what was that?
I don't know.
Well, one thing's for sure.
And that is?
If we don't go vote, something bad's going to happen.
You see? Just as I said. Zero Junior ensures the game continues, even though someone has died. All of this is part of Zero Senior's plan.
Let's get back to the warehouse. If we all head to the AB rooms, maybe we'll see Zero Junior. After all, he told us he'd give us specifics once we gone in.
We're really going in there? I kinda don't wanna. I mean, there was a dead lady in there until just a few minutes ago. Wait. Vi, where'd you go?
Up here.
Up? Whoa. The hell is she doing? You must be really desperate to get high.
Seriously? That's the best you can do? I was expecting something about how I jump at the first sign of trouble.
Whatever. What are you up to? What are you up to up here anyway? Everybody's already gone into the AB rooms.
Yeah, well, there was something I wanted to check out.
And that is?
This thing. Remember it?
The
Try
hatch?
opening it.
No luck. I won't budge.
Then that means this AB room is locked down tight. No one could get in.
You're talking about whoever killed that old lady, aren't you?
Yeah.
You still think it's Kay, huh? Well, like Clover said, if Zero Senior is the killer, then it wouldn't matter if we could open this hatch or not.
I know. I just wanted to be sure.
5 minutes remain until ambidex game polling closes.
Let's go. I imagine Algernon's waiting for us.
Algernon? He's a rabbit? I feel like I missed that joke. Like, that's a reference I didn't get.
There's something on the screen.
Yeah, you're right. Well, looks like there's no going back now.
Astute observation.
Hooray! Everybody's finally here! I've been waiting.
So have we. We've got some questions for you, Zero. Who was the old
1 minute remains until ambidex game polling closes.
Yeah, I decided to skip the rules bit because, well, you know how this game works now.
You see, it's time for me to be hopping on out of here.
I might have skipped a lot of this as well and just left in some of the scenes that we haven't seen before. I don't know.
See you later. Have a nice trouble.
We don't have time to talk about this. Choose betray.
What? You're kidding. You really want me to betray Luna?
We don't know if she'll ally or not. If we choose ally and she chooses betray, we're screwed. That's a loss of 2 points. You tell me, Sigma. What's 3 minus 2?
Kind of idiot do you think I am? It's 1, obviously.
Exactly. If our BP gets down to 1, it's over. So...
Wait. What do you mean by it's over?
30 seconds remain until ambidex game polling closes.
She's showing signs of knowing what happens in other timelines here as well. So we've got the...
Just press the damn button.
You're hiding something. Yeah, you've been suspicious from the get-go. I mean, how'd you know my name? Or how about when we found that old lady's body? You didn't even blink. Almost like you knew she would be here. Look, I don't want to believe it, but did you? Are you?
Fine. If you won't do it, then I...
Don't think so. I'm not gonna move until you give me some answers. If I don't do anything, then it'll just vote ally for us anyway. So let's hear it. What are you hiding? What's "it's over" supposed to mean?
10 seconds remain until ambidex game polling closes. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2,
When your BP hits 0, you die. That's what I meant.
1.
Man, that whiplash. But you know, as I said, I have a system in place.
Round 1 of the ambidex game has been completed. Results will be displayed in the warehouse.
Yeah, she's definitely showing signs of knowing what goes on the other timelines.
Thank you for your participation.
As well as the dead lady being here.
Ambidex gates now opening.
I could probably start calling her a Carnix. I have a fair amount of faith in that theory now. As Fi and I stepped out of the AB room, I could see the others running toward the monitor, shoving and pushing to get closer. Temyoji was left behind, his footsteps a slow, heavy plod. What had happened to make him like that?
What was that, Sigma? Don't play
Huh?
dumb. You chose ally. Didn't you hear me? I told you that if your BP drops to 0, you die.
Yeah, I heard you. A whole second before the deadline. How can you expect me to think of anything through that quick? It would have taken like half a second just to process what you said.
No, you could have done it. The brain's processing power increases during a crisis. It starts working so fast that a second can seem like an eternity. Your brain was doing that right before time ran out, wasn't it?
I mean, I did sit and, like, explain a half a thing. Never
Well,
mind.
Am I wrong?
What the hell are you talking about? Okay, fine. Let's be generous and say, hypothetically, that you're right about the crisis overclocking thing. How would you know whether or not my brain was doing that? Did you crack open my skull while I wasn't looking? You just wedge a microscope in there and have a look at my neurons? Let me be straight with you. Your shit is whack. Like, hella whack. I mean, you just know stuff you shouldn't. Stuff like my name or how if your BP hits 0, you die. You told me that you just don't know why, but more and more I'm starting to think you've been lying to me.
Yo, what's up? Siggy! I know! over there?
Having an argument. Now, we'll be with you in a moment.
We're about to announce the results.
Let's go. Time to see what the results are. Maybe it's different this time.
Huh? This time? Hey! Fine! Hold on! Shit. Yep. This is doing...
Good.
This is doing both timelines.
Looks like you're all here. Finally. Let's get ready to rock! Ambidex game!
You know, I feel like if I picked this way, like the first option, like most people would, and been like, this is the first thing they'd experience, they'd be hella confused. Having come backwards through this game, I actually feel like I understand a bit more now.
Round 1! The results!
I'm still expecting the same thing to happen, though. Luna has probably betrayed us.
If everybody would please direct their eyes to this monitor.
Rip. Hey, I did it good! I knew Luna was legit!
Here are the results from your game. Now, let us check the numbers on our bracelets.
Thanks, Luna.
Oh no, it's nothing. You don't have to thank me. I only did what anybody would have done. I believed in you and Phi.
Ah, she's so precious! She's going to murder us all. When Luna glanced away, I threw Phi what I could only be described as a smug grin. Rather frustratingly, she didn't respond, only turned away unperturbed. I was about to press the issue when I heard Tenmyoji's voice.
Quark, what happened?
No! It wasn't me! Mr. Dio tricked me! He told me he'd pick Ally! He promised! That's why I let him do the voting!
Is this true, Dio?
Are you serious? This kid's full of shit.
What?
I didn't do squat. Quark was the one who decided how we were gonna vote. And you wanna know what he told me?
You just leave the voting to me, Mr. Dio. Grandpa's gonna choose to ally for sure, 'cause I'm his opponent on this one. I think we should betray. To be honest, I'm getting kinda tired of that grumpy old bastard. He's had a good life, but it's time for him to go.
Yeah, this ain't Quark.
What
Dio's
do you
full of
think
shit.
we leave the old fart here and leave? I've got a plan. See? Don't worry about me. I'll just tell him you tricked me. He'll believe whatever I tell him. Besides, if he still trusts me, that'll make it easier to use him again later. What do you say, Mr. Dio? Pretty good plan, huh? Alright, let's do it.
You're lying! I never should have trusted you! Dio!
You trusted Dio in the first place?
You're a lying jerk!
Sure, kid. Keep whining. See if I care.
Grandpa, you believe me, right?
Don't let this brat fool you, old man. All of this is just part of his plan.
You bastard! I'm not gonna let you get away with this!
That's enough, Quark. Don't lose your temper. How long have I known you? I could be deaf and blind, and I'd still know if you were lying to me.
Really?
You're just as gullible as he said you'd be. Hook, line, and sinker. Let me give you a little warning, Tenmyoji. That little shit is a hell of an actor. I'll bet you money he's a born con man. I don't know what he is to you, but if I were you, I'd trust the kid as far as I could throw him, and at your age, that can't be much. You hearing me, old man? Keep an eye on him.
It's all right. I understand.
I'm so sorry.
I apologize. This is very unfortunate.
Meanwhile, the adults are having a conversation. It looked as though another argument had taken place while Dio and Quark were fighting. Whatever it had been about, it appears to have resolved itself.
The past is the past. There's no point complaining about it.
Yeah, you might change your mind in a minute.
I'll just have to try and get those points back in the next AB game.
Okay, so I decided to fast forward until the cut to see the pairings because, you know, this is the most important part of the goddamn game. Yeah, it did change. Mine changed from red to cyan.
Me too.
Oh!
Mine's cyan now.
Oh, goody.
Mine too. Wait, I guess the colors weren't the only thing that changed. It switched from pair to solo.
You're right. Mine switched from solo to pair.
So I have to go with Alice everywhere.
Mine is now a solo as well.
Can you tell that I'm thrilled about this development?
Yep, looks like mine's changed too.
Okay, I take that back. Alice isn't bad. So my options are K,
I've gone from solo to pair.
which I'd really actually like to, you know, actually talk to at some point.
I'm still a pair.
The three of us seem to be magenta now as well.
I'm yellow.
Okay, Luna's one of our options.
And it still says solo. Fi, you and Dio are yellow now too, right?
Yeah.
Looks like I'm a pair.
When did they change?
Well, I didn't take note. Oh, the other one was Clover. Okay.
Back when the AB gates closed.
So my options are Luna, Clover, and K. If I can get to go with K this round, that'd be good. But okay, decided because this is normally where things actually get different. Hopefully, we get different scenes. These are the important bits that we haven't seen before. As I tried to say earlier, but I don't know if I completed my sentence. That is, like, one fault I'll give this game, is having to do a lot of the same stuff at the beginning. I mean, granted, it's nice that if you
Oh, Sigma.
already seen it, you get the option to skip it.
Perfect timing.
You were here earlier, right?
Yeah, I was. Fi, Luna, and I were the first into this room.
Did you find anything suspicious?
Like, secret pathway or something.
You really think that's the kind of detail I would have neglected to mention?
Anything else then? Anything out of the ordinary?
Out of the ordinary. Well, I mean, everything about this room is out of the ordinary.
How about this?
Isn't that obvious? It's an astronomy magazine. Apparently, it's got an article about a lunar eclipse. Says it's going to happen on December 31st, 2028.
This New Year's Eve then?
Yeah. 6 days from now.
Wait, what did you say? What do you mean 6 days?
Well, today's Christmas, right? So...
Wait a minute. When were you grabbed?
Did you hear me? On Christmas. About 2 or 3 in the morning. Wait, did they pick you up on a different day?
Yeah.
I don't know if Dio's actually told us when he was grabbed.
I was abducted in the middle of the night on December 22nd.
What about you?
I think it was the 20th.
So they took you before the rest of us.
Then we were all taken on different days.
Does that mean we were just sleeping until the nonary game started?
Maybe they kept us on a Soparil IV drip or something?
In theory, you could have everyone wake up at the same time if you got the dosage right.
And today might not even be the 25th.
I think that's likely.
Yeah. Some of us were probably abducted after you.
Oh. Well, I guess that explains why I feel kinda dizzy.
You too? I felt disoriented since I woke up. My body doesn't feel right.
Maybe it's because we were asleep for so long. Your muscles start to atrophy if you don't use them.
Then... What day is today?
Beats me.
I have no idea.
Well, what about you guys? Is there anything interesting in the crew quarters or the infirmary?
Nah, nothing in the quarters. Oh well, there was a book about a cat.
A cat?
Yeah. Something about a cat in a box and whether it's dead or alive. Didn't make any sense to me, though.
Well, it doesn't really sound like something that's gonna help us get out of here. Oh, if only you knew about quantum physics.
Yeah, I didn't think so either.
How about the infirmary? Find anything interesting?
Well, actually, there was one thing.
What?
The article on Radical 6, isn't it?
I wasn't trying to hide it. The right moment to mention it just never came up.
You don't need to apologize, just tell us what you found.
Well, see for yourself.
It's a newspaper article, looks like.
Yeah, it was in the safe in the infirmary.
Let me see that. Radical 6 infection spreads. Cure continues to elude authorities.
What the hell? What's Radical 6? I mean, at this point, I'm pretty familiar with it.
Just read the article.
I swallowed and began to read. The Radical 6 virus continues to spread across the globe like wildfire. The WHO has confirmed that the death toll is estimated to have passed 100,000 victims. Immediate quarantine of any infected patients is strongly advised. Do you think we're in a quarantine facility?
You mean you think we got infected with this Radical 6 thing? Oh, come on, you gotta be kidding me.
Well, we don't know anything for sure, but look at us. We seem pretty healthy. Admittedly, I don't know what the symptoms of Radical 6 are.
Rampant suicide.
But if it's killing people worldwide, they must be horrific.
I've never used the phrase rampant and suicide in the same sentence, let alone next to each other.
Now, just look at this soft, lustrous skin. This perfect, shapely face. Does this beauty look like something infected with an awful disease?
I mean, I don't know what happened in ancient Egypt, but...
You want to touch it, don't you, boy?
Oh, leave the flirting to Clover, please.
I can see it in your eyes.
Meanwhile, Dio looks incredibly pissed off.
Go on. Try.
I'll break your fucking wrists. Well, I am feeling a little weird.
That could just be from sleeping for a couple of days. Or maybe it's a side effect of that drug. Besides, if this is where they ship people to quarantine them, don't you think there aren't enough, people? This thing is killing people all over the world, right? So why would there only be 9 of us here?
Yeah, I guess you do have a point. Also, I do love how we just shrugged Alice off.
Think about it. Zero is forcing us to play this nonary game.
How old are most of these people meant to be? I've never established that. Like, Sigma's in college. It's college. What we English people would call university, but...
Why would the government quarantine people and then make them play a game?
Because the government is fucked. Also a good point.
Yes, it is.
So you're saying there's no connection between our abductions and this virus?
Probably not.
Well, it's still something we should remember, I suppose. I mean, even if we're safe in here, our friends and families are still out there.
That's true. I hope they're all right.
Wait a minute. When did this virus actually show up? I've never heard of it before.
Neither have I.
Me either.
So what day is it? If this Radical 6 killed hundreds of thousands of people while we were asleep, just how long have we been here for?
I don't think you'll be able to just puzzle that out.
Watch me.
If we want the truth, we need to find more information.
Okay, I think I'll have a look around more. Blech. I'm going, okay? I spent plenty of time here with you two idiots already.
Alice and I are gonna stick around. You know, just in case you miss something. Don't really feel like I can trust your eyes.
Whatever. I mean, I'm pretty sure in one of the other timelines I'm a robot, so you know what? I fully believe that. I turned and headed for the exit. Where to next? You know, just in case Quark decides to pass out from Radical 6 again. Probably should have visited here last. But you know what? It'd be right. After all, you can't really change half of these events. How's it going? You guys find anything?
Hello, Mr. Sigma.
Nothing yet.
Oh.
Well, Alice, Clover, and I did go over this room quite thoroughly. I doubt you'll find any hidden hallways here.
Why are you back here then?
Well, I was concerned about the lady you found. Who would do such a horrible thing?
Given what we know so far, you're the most likely candidate.
Fi, please. Why would I kill this woman?
Hey, don't get me wrong. I'm just saying the evidence points to you right now. If we find more evidence in the future, that could change.
We were so busy earlier that I never got to ask, but any of you know who she is?
Beats me. I've never seen her before.
I don't know her either.
Neither do I. Well, I suppose I might have known her before I lost my memories, but there's no way to know, is there?
You still can't remember anything?
No, not even a little, unfortunately.
You better be telling the truth about this amnesia stuff.
Are you suspicious of me too, Sigma?
Suspicious? Have you looked in the mirror lately? You might as well have suspicious tattooed across your forehead.
If someone ran into you on the street at night, they'd probably pass out from fright.
Or maybe even during the day.
Oh, I'm so sorry. I apologize for my frightening appearance.
Well, it's not really something you need to apologize for. I mean, it's not your fault, right?
No, I suppose not. Well, I assume not.
But what?
I'm not sure why, but none of this feels particularly strange. The mask and the suit, I mean. In a way, it almost feels natural. I don't feel as though I was forced into it.
Are you saying this is how you always look?
No, I don't think that's it.
This might be a pretty obvious question, but is there any way for you to take it off?
No. I've tried several times, to no avail. I honestly don't even know where to start. But there is something I'd like to ask of you. There are parts of the suit I can't see. Could you have a look and tell me if perhaps there is a switch or something similar?
You know, I'm glad we're actually starting to wonder these questions. Because the thoughts had never crossed my mind because I've never actually hung out with Kay. No further warning, he removed his robe and turned his back to us. It took no time at all to find something of interest. There's a hole here on the back of your head.
Hole?
Yeah. Looks like you insert something. It says open, so maybe you put some kind of key in there.
You could open up the suit and take the mask off.
I see. That's excellent news. We just need to find whatever it is that goes in there then.
Yeah. I don't think we found anything like that so far.
Thank you. I feel somewhat relieved. I was beginning to fear I might have to spend the rest of my life like this.
Wait, a minute ago you said that it felt natural.
Well, it does. But that doesn't mean I want to stay in it forever. Imagine having glasses, for instance. Wearing them doesn't feel strange, but you'd hardly want to wear them all the time, forever, would you? That's what wearing this suit is like. Well, I think that's enough about me. Should we move to the next room now?
No. There still might be something here. I'm staying.
Me too.
I see. Well then, I will move ahead and see how our companions are doing. What do you intend to do?
I think I'll be moving along too.
Where do you plan to go?
The one place I haven't been. I was thinking I might go over to the crew quarters.
Very well. I shall head for the lounge then. Until we meet again. Excuse me.
I have to. I was going to say, I really hope to learn something about Kay soon. Because Kay's the only thing I'm drawing a massive blank on at this moment. Kay's robe flowed silently around him as he turned to leave. Made my way out of the infirmary behind him. Huh. So these are the crew quarters, huh? Temioji, are you staring at that poster?
Sigma, what are you doing here?
Hey, come on, man. Don't be like that. We aren't enemies, are we?
Huh. I wonder.
What happened to you, Temioji? You've been acting weird ever since we found that lady's body.
Oh, you think so? But you sure it ain't just all in your head?
Fine. Let's move on to something else then. You and Quark. Is he your, grandkid?
Why do you want to know?
Why? Well, I mean, why do you think? He keeps calling you Grandpa. Of course I'm gonna wonder what the deal is. We all got kidnapped and brought here, apparently for no reason. Now they're making us all play some sort of weird game. I'm just trying to find a little meaning in all this nonsense. That's it. So tell me, Temioji, are you really Quark's grandpa? Clover, Luna,
Sigma, where'd you come from?
did you not want me here?
No, it's okay, I guess. I just thought Tenmyoji was the only other person here.
This is the crew quarters. I came here with Clover and Tenmyoji. We decided we'd split up to investigate.
Huh. Makes sense. So, you find anything?
0.
What? Which one?
No, I meant I found 0 things.
What about you? Anything suspicious?
I didn't find anything either. Although, I guess you could say this whole facility is suspicious.
Yeah, you got a point there. So, why do you think Zero put all these puzzles and stuff all over the place?
Well, maybe solving all of these puzzles is part of the nonary game.
Really? I thought the nonary game was a couple of rounds of the AB game. Why would he need the puzzles and stuff then? Clover's like, for nostalgia's sake. Well, what is the nonary game then? Why is Zero making us do all this?
Well, this is just, speculation, but maybe it's for entertainment. So rich, powerful people can watch.
Entertainment?
Yes, they're probably off in an opulent theater, watching us struggle while they drink brandy and eat caviar.
You've got flamboyant ideas about these people.
Oh, you think so, huh? So some rich bastards killed her off for kicks. What kind of a death is that?
Well, maybe her dying didn't have anything to do with the rest of the game.
No, Kay was right. If her dying wasn't part of all this, the rabbit would have said something. But what did we get? Nothing. Just tells us to keep playing and disappears. I can only think of one reason he'd do that. Murdering her was always part of Zero's plans. Now, if you can think of another way all this fits, well, I'd love to hear it.
Also, yeah, no, we haven't found the bombs.
So you're saying that Zero Sr. is the one who murdered the old lady?
Now, it sure looks that way.
That means there's a 7 in 1 chance anybody could be the murderer.
Wait, 7?
Well, Alice and I can't be Zero.
Okay. I'll let the I part go, but you're gonna have to give me a little to convince me Alice can't be Zero.
What? Come on. Alice and I know each other.
Well, how do you know each other?
I guess you could say we're co-workers.
And where do you co-work?
An organization?
That's kind of vague. What kind of organization?
That's... I can't tell you.
What? What do you mean you can't tell us?
I mean, I can't tell you. Just forget about it, okay?
Goddamn government workers!
Why can't you tell us?
Because it's confidential. I promised I wouldn't tell.
Oh, come on, don't give me that. Look around you, Clover. You really think this is the time for playing it close to the chest?
Yeah. But what if the people you work for have something to do with what's going on here?
Yeah, you're right. Maybe I should tell you.
Finally.
Hey, sorry to butt in, but it's time to go.
What? Time to... Oh. Oh. Oh, shit! It's past time! We gotta go!
You think?
Oh, I guess we'll just have to continue this later.
Also...
We need to get back.
Shit. I guess you're right. Let's go! Yeah. We got through this part of the game without Quark being sick. I'd call that an improvement. So far there are 3 factors that take place in the beginning of each of these. Quark being sick. Oh, I was going to say the bombs, but that's not one of them. Quark being sick, the dead Akane, and Phi knowing what's going on. And so far, like, each timeline has had 2 of those things. Whether that's, like, an important fact that I should be pointing out here? Oh.
Chromatic doors have opened. 5 minutes remain until chromatic doors close.
Ugh, you're late.
Oh, shut up.
What were you doing?
Sorry.
An apology is not going to cut it. I can't go through that door without you.
Oh, I was just saying, why are you so pissed? And then, oh yeah, she just said.
Zero said we'd get penalized if we didn't go through the primary door before it closed.
You can take my bracelet.
Are you trying to kill me?
No, of course not. I thought you didn't need a partner to get through the primary doors, so...
Are you kidding me? Think it through, Sigma. Yes, you can go through the primary door by yourself. Now, you're standing in front of the secondary door. The time limit comes, and the primary door shuts. Now what? Now you're stuck, is what? Without the right number of bracelets, the secondary door won't open. Do you understand?
There'd be no way to open either door, huh? Man, that sounds even worse than getting your lungs turned off.
Sorry for worrying you, Quark.
Oh, fuck.
In any event, now is hardly the time to be fighting like this.
I opened my mouth too soon.
As you can see, the primary doors have already opened. We must hurry and decide who will be going through which door and with whom.
So, how should we pair up?
We're almost out of time. I'll just explain it as fast as I can. Just like before, there are only 3 possible combinations.
The options Phi laid out for us were the following. Option A. Alice and I would pair up with Luna and go through the green door. Blah 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 blah. Temiochi and Quark pair up with Clover. Phi and Dio pair up with K. Oh, honestly, I'm real good with option A. See what everyone else says to start with. Alice and I would pair up with K and go through the blue door. Temiochi and Quark would pair up with Luna. Phi and Dio would pair up with Clover. Option C. Alice and I and Clover would pair up and go through the red door. Temiochi and Quark would pair up with K. Phi and Dio would pair up with Luna and go through the blue door.
3 minutes remain until chromatic doors close.
Alright. So what are we doing?
I'm not pairing up with Kay.
Oh? Why not?
We'd end up playing against each other in the next AB game. Last time, you betrayed Clover.
What? Oh yeah.
How am I supposed to know you won't do the same to me? You can't be trusted.
How unfortunate. To be honest, however, I would rather not go with you either.
Yeah? Why's that?
Well, you only have 1 BP left. I very much doubt you'll choose to ally in the next round. Even if you promised me you would choose to ally, I'd be in an undesirable situation. You see, I wouldn't be able to choose to betray. If I did, and you were true to your word and allied, then I would kill you. So there you are. That is why I do not wish to be paired with Tenmyoji. Of course, for the same reason, I would rather not be paired with Alice.
That's not a problem. Sigma and I will be taking Clover.
Okay, I'm glad that's been decided.
I trust her more than any of the rest of you.
Yep, I want to go with Alice, too.
Hey, wait a minute! Don't I get a say in this?
I would like to go with Sigma or Phi. They chose ally last time.
Ooh, I like the sound of that. I'm Phi's partner. You should pair up with us. Sound good?
No.
I am also opposed to that choice.
If Alice and Clover pair up, and Luna and Dio pair up, the rest of us don't have a choice. We'll be stuck with Phi's option C.
I believe I mentioned before that I do not wish to be paired with Tenmyoji.
And I don't want to go with Kay either.
And what the hell are we supposed to do?
1 minute remains until chromatic doors close.
What's wrong, Quark?
It's all over. This is it. We're all gonna die. Are you all right?
No!
No. No. That's not it. Don't you get it? We aren't gonna die. We have to die. We have to die here. All of us.
What the hell? Oh, snap out of it, kid. Oh, come on, Quark, talk to me.
No, I'm fine. You're the crazy ones. Getting so serious about this stupid game. We should just stop. End this. End all of it. End everything.
We need to get him to the infirmary.
No, we don't have time.
30 seconds remain until chromatic doors close.
We don't have a choice. Quark's with me. I'll carry him through.
But we still haven't figured out who's going where.
I can't afford to be picky anymore. Someone just choose. I don't care who.
Sigma, you have to choose.
What? Why me?
Please, just do it. We don't have any time left.
9, 8, 7.
I swallowed. Alice and I will... You know what? Next time on VLR, I'm actually gonna make a choice. Yeah, I'm gonna do that. I'm gonna call this here, actually, because I don't know whether or not I'm making a good choice here. Hold on. Okay, I can actually open the flowchart. So there are only 2 options here. Well, that's good to know that one of the things I pick will be shot down, I guess. But other than that, as I said, yeah, the choice is coming next time. Thank you guys for watching this part of Virtue's Last Reward. If you liked the video in any capacity, give the video a like down below, leave a comment somewhere. I don't know. I feel like it's gonna be way more interesting now that Quark, we don't have time to get Quark to the infirmary, so they're gonna have to deal with his radical sixth self in whatever room they get to. Well, hopefully there are no sharp objects. Really, hopefully. Otherwise, I don't want to be the one carving that bracelet off his arm. Grim thought, I know, but hey-ho, everyone died 2 episodes ago, so... where did I get to on my outro? Oh yeah, other than that, if you want to keep up to date with when this comes out, or well, as of recording this, I'm gonna do 0.2 before Nier Automata comes out, and then I'm gonna run that. So if you want to keep up to date with any of these series that I'm throwing up in the air and seeing where they land, consider subscribing to the channel, because in theory, YouTube's meant to send you alerts as to when any of these videos come out. Anyway, now that I've said my dues, thank you all for watching. I've been Nyx, and I will see you guys next time. Laters!